So get this. Today I'm going to be walking along a trail near my grandparents' house. And this trail is on what used to be an old reserve in Heidelberg, South Africa. I think actually parts of it are still a reserve. But yeah, I'm going to be walking into the hills. Oh crap. The trail disappears. We'll just go up this way. Yeah, you heard it. I've been on this trail for 2 minutes and I'm already lost. I know where I am, I just can't find the trail.
It's so washed out. Okay, I'm gonna go back. Go on that way. There we go. I missed that.
So to catch you up, it's 5:30 in the morning. Not very talkative, so this is me talking after the fact because I barely said any words for this first little bit. I was still sleepy, I guess. Not a very talkative person in the morning.
Oh, not that one. This one. Okay, this is so overgrown. You lose a trail in 2 seconds. I was walking here a few days ago, and a lot of this area was a little flooded because they were getting a lot of rain. Not today. Hasn't rained that much recently, so there is not full of an inch of water here. So there used to be. Right there. But not anymore. Well, I mean, I guess it still is a little bit. Eesh. There's a little stream. Where did I go? I remember this, but I don't want to walk in that tall grass and sludge. All these spider webs. Ooh. Yeah. I'm not in the mood for that right now. Where the heck? Guess I'll think a different way. This way is all sludge. It's all decrepit ooze. Unless it's this way. Oh, it is. I'll just go this way. This is the way I went. Because it walks a lot right alongside this. This was a lot higher a few days ago. Because of the rains, like I said. But now it's just a little small. A little stream. It kind of goes into a little tiny pond split structure. Whatever. Yeah. Now my feet are soaked. Walking through the grass. Okay, whoever goes through here has not in a long time I'm hitting a few spider webs. This is just in the middle of one of the cities here. One of the cities in South Africa. There's a bunch of dead Proteas on the right. It's one of the only flowers I actually know the name of because it's a state country's flower. And yeah, more dead Proteas. There's actually a lot of them here. Yeah, I'm being a little careful, not super with my feet, because there's a lot of venomous snakes here. I don't really get that in Colorado. You get a rattlesnake. Sometimes in the area where I am. I've never seen one there in the 12 years I've been there. But you get them in lower elevation areas. Here, oh, you get all sorts of ones. You get mamba, black mamba. I don't know this far if they're very common here, but you do. And you get puff adders. That's the most common. That's the main one you'll see here. But it's way too early in the morning. Doesn't mean they can't not still be there, but that's why I went out at 5:30, is because it's not hot enough that no snakes are sitting in rocks yet, or really should be moving around. Still a possibility though. And one thing I've realized about here is that no one who lives here likes snakes, including me. And I don't even live here. We saw a snake at the safari lodge, and even all the workers freaked out. They're like, "Ooh, snake, snake." They're like, "Where is it? Where is it? Where is it?" And we showed them where the door was, and they just stood there and kind of gawked and giggled. They do not like snakes, and neither do I. Still hadn't seen an alive Protea. All of them are dead. And this tree, I think there's one tree I know. It's got thorns on it. And it's not that one. Huh, it's gone. This was the tree that had the only live Protea. It's like right here or something. Someone picked it. Womp womp. I did get a photo of it and a video, so I have evidence. These plants are interesting. They almost look like bushes, but they're as tall as trees. I really don't know any of the plants here. Oh, there we go. Yeah. So this gives you an idea. This was flowing pretty strong. A week ago. It had been raining a lot in the mornings. And so when I went out at like 8 o'clock, this was flowing very strong. Very, like, not like super, okay, maybe not super big, but it was flowing strong. And there's not a drop. There's not a drop. And it was going all the way down here. And now not a bit. Just thought there would be a little more because it rained. It dumped yesterday, but I guess it was quick. Okay, let's see, there's a trail here. Let's go. I mean, I've kind of done most of it, so I'm not gonna go too much further. I want to go this section though. It's impossible to stay on the trail. It just disappears. And clearly that's something. So in terms of animals, as far as I'm aware, I didn't even realize this is kind of cool and crazy, but in this part of South Africa, and actually I think the whole part of South Africa, there's not really any animals in these populated areas. So you think of your lion or your kudu or your zebra or any of the antelope. I lost the trail again. Great. But if you think about any of those, yeah, you're like, oh, huh. Why don't I not see them? Well, from what I understand, all those types of animals are on the reserves, game reserves in South Africa. So they aren't wild as in free roaming as far as they want, even on the edges of cities, except for the cities that are in game reserves, or let me say cities that are bordering game reserves. So yeah, it's kind of crazy. It's not like I'm gonna see a zebra or an impala or anything out here. There's no maintenance on these trails. Hasn't been for probably a while. Yeah, but on the animal point, yeah. The one animal that I know that you'll see here that hops that fence right there. They're back here somewhere. They hop this fence and they'll go and raid houses for gardens. Is the baboons. There are baboons here, and I didn't see them here. My other people did a few days ago, and yeah, they have fruit back in the hills. Oh, where the heck is this trail? They have fruit back in the hills, and usually when it doesn't rain that much, there's not a lot of fruit growing. They get hungry, so they leave from deeper back in the hills over there, or wherever they are, somewhere back there. They leave to come over to these houses in this area over here. They hop the fences, and these fences all have prongs and spikes on them. So they hop those, and then they just raid people's gardens, and they're not nice creatures. They travel in troops, and the reason I say they're not very nice, I mean, you know, they can get aggressive, but also they're just plain like greedy little things. They'll grab a fruit, take a bite out of it, chunk out of it, and throw it. It's not like they're being conservative and like just taking a little bit of it and just eating the whole fruit. No, they just take a chunk, whatever they don't want. They're like, I don't want it anymore. Had my chunk. So yeah, they're kind of stupid in that regard. But like I said, that's really the only animal that I know of that you really find in these near these cities and areas. Aside from like impala and antelope, I bet you can find those outside the areas because there's so many. I'm not sure about that, but I'm guessing you can. I believe like every other animal though is on the reserve. It used to not be that way. Like 40 years ago, this area actually used to be a reserve. And you could see zebras, elephants, kudu. I don't know if there's a lion on this part. But I mean, this used to have activity here. But now, just the baboons. Actually, it might be longer than 40 years ago. I know it was at least 60 years ago. That's the hike. So, goodbye.